What inspires change? What motivates us? It's what's inside that moves us. What moves you? Get the Scion story at Scion.com.
Some old-time senators showed up to testify in support of Bill 155, which would allow the legislature to borrow $4 million for the restoration and renovation of the historical Guam Congress building for use as the legislature's new home. Former speakers Joe San Agustin, Tommy Tanaka, and Joaquin Arriola have all spent time in the old Guam Congress building, and they all gave their support to the bill. The legislature's executive director, Vince Arriola, also testified, explaining some of the background on the plans to restore this historical landmark. He explained that the Guam legislature vacated the building in 1990 and has been renting the current space that it is housed in since. In 2008, the legislature submitted a grant application to the Guam Preservation Trust and were approved for a $3 million grant that will cover the restoration of the original footprint of the building. Bill 155 would take this a step further and allow the legislature to borrow $4 million for the construction of a north wing, among other things.
To take advantage of the grant and to adequately house certain offices while conforming to modern building codes, laws, mandates, and functions, it was proposed that the legislature add a north wing modification that would be constructed and attached to the original building.
It is this new north wing extension that has drawn criticism from Senator Mike Limtiaco. Limtiaco believes that this north wing, which will require an additional $4 million in borrowing, is unnecessary. He has called these plans the plans to create a lavish palace.
The additional $4 million, which basically represents 133% more than just to restore the building to its original glory and footprint. We're going to borrow 133% more than that amount in the sum of $4 million, and we're going to spend that on. Can you explain what we're spending that $4 million on?
It would fund the construction of the north wing modification. It would fund a number of items, as Mr. Kanata was saying, in the original footprint: energy efficiency, photovoltaics, internet capabilities, things of that nature, air conditioning system, FF&E furniture, supplies, things of that nature.
Okay.
But again, the building will remain as close as possible to original.
Arriola argues that this building will save the government money on rent and power after the building is outfitted with power-saving features.
Senators, this project will not only save us money every year, but it will bring back an important part of the Chamorro heritage. Great leaders in our island's history walked these halls and created laws that help define who we are today.
However, Limtiaco argued that they wouldn't save on rent because the current lease payments are $21,000 monthly, while the loan repayments would be a little over $25,000 monthly. Arriola explained that they would save money on power by having the Guam Congress building outfitted with solar panels and other energy-saving devices. Former Senator and current Bank of Guam President and CEO Lulian Guerrero also testified in favor of the measure, recounting the awe she felt when she would visit the Guam Congress building as a little girl. And she defended the need to have a stately-looking building to house the island session hall.
So it is more than just having a place to work. It is a message we are sending to our people and our visitors. It demonstrates the sign of our economic stability. It demonstrates the growth of our island, it demonstrates the development of our island, and it demonstrates the pride and belief we hold for our democratic government.